hey, I'm looking like a soothsayer. Do you remember when I was in Grand Rapids and I took advantage of the Play Gun Lake Casino? There was like an odds enhancement for new users, and I was a new user at Play Gun Lake, and I went like all in on Detroit. Detroit's 7-1. Detroit is 7-1. It's from BetParks. It's the only app that I ever use and recommend in the great state of Michigan. Donald Trump is closing in Grand Rapids, as a matter of fact. Maybe he'll go all in on Detroit. Get some skin in the game with the Play Gun Lake online casino and sportsbook app. Play blackjack, craps, roulette, hot online slots while watching the game. Make your downtime fun time. Look at all those slots. Look at all those fun slot games that are displayed. Doesn't that look very cool on the YouTube screen? Download the Play Gun Lake app right now and enjoy all the action and excitement from the casino at your fingertips. New users download the app and sportsbook. Get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down in the first 24 hours. Your casino bonus has got to be wagered. PlayGunLake.com for details. You got to be 21 and in Michigan. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Time now for more headlines from the Monday election eve version of the Smerconish.com daily newsletter. So I was wrestling with a lot of different options over the weekend in terms of what would be the final poll question before tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to go with who wins. But today's poll question at Smerconish.com is the Des Moines Register poll showing Kamala Harris leading in Iowa an incorrect aberration or an accurate predictor of how the race will end. Initially, I had aberration, and I said, wait, it is an aberration. Is it an incorrect aberration? From the Sunday newsletter, this was our lead story yesterday. It had to be Democrat Kamala Harris leading Donald Trump in Iowa 47-44, according to the new Ann Selzer Des Moines Register poll. A victory for Harris would be a shocking development after Iowa has swung aggressively to the right in recent elections, delivering Trump solid victories in 2016 and 2020. The poll shows that women, particularly those who are older or are politically independent, are driving the late shift toward Harris. There it is. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see the representation of it. Nate Silver, in his analysis yesterday, said he gives props to Ann Selzer. She's got a strong reputation. He also said she's probably wrong. She's an outlier, and that's why he gave her props, because he thinks that the pollsters have all been hurting lately, trying to sort of protect their reputations so that they're part of the pack. Well, we weren't wrong. Everybody was wrong. But he said that she's probably incorrect in this regard, and that is bolstered by the fact that, overlooked by many, on the same day as the Des Moines Register came this poll from Emerson, which we have in today's newsletter, a new Emerson College Real Clear Defense Survey of Iowa likely voters finds 53% support former President Trump, 43% to Vice President Kamala Harris. So, there it is. 10 points for Trump, which would make sense in Iowa, according to all the other surveys, versus Ann Selzer, 3 percentage point gain for Harris. Mark Halpern had Ann Selzer, good get for him, on one of his two-way conversations yesterday, which I watched, and paid particular attention to her modeling, which is different. You should watch it. Don't take it from me, but her modeling strategy is different than other pollsters. So the question is she the canary in a coal mine for Donald Trump? Is this about to be a decisive Harris victory, or is she off? Is she off? Now, compare and contrast to the New York Times, Siena College. There it is on the screen, their final surveys. Battleground states, Nevada, 49-46 Harris. North Carolina, 48-46 Harris. Wisconsin, 49-47 Harris. Georgia, 48-47 Harris. Pennsylvania tied at 48. Michigan tied at 47. Arizona, it's Trump who's got 49 and Harris who has 45. All margin of error stuff. All margin of error stuff. So read into the data what you would like. And one more thing I'll say, and then I'll be finished with a summation. We've had all the polling data in the newsletter. Newsletter looks great, and it's got everything you would ever want to know. But I point this out. The wrong track ABC analysis. Harris has 49% support among likely voters to Trump's 46, but within that data, you've got 74% of likely voters say the country is headed seriously on the wrong track. That's the most that they've surveyed ever before an election. Half of Harris supporters say so. 98% of Trump's supporters say so. 98% of Trump supporters say we are seriously on the wrong track. How do people who think that the country is seriously on a wrong track vote for the incumbent vice president? That's what mitigates against some of the polling. Your thoughts?
Seltzer has been, I'm just struck by how right she has been in the past. She has an astonishing record. So I look at that and think, wait, is this the first time that she's going to be wrong? Or is it just, I think my point is, I think your poll question today is the question.
Yeah,
I really do.
Just putting now, and I know, and I'll get to this when I talk about Saturday. Not yet. What went on Saturday? Please don't vote wishful thinking.
That's what I'm looking ahead of time, and I think that might be what happens.
Yeah, look at all the data that's out there. Right? Don't waste my work product. I'm giving you all these different perspectives, and then decide. Do you think she knows a little something, or do you think that this is an incorrect aberration? I almost went with. I was going back and forth with my friend, the noted trial attorney Shane Inspector, the law professor. I almost went with this. And now I'm not doing it, obviously, today, and I'm not doing it tomorrow because tomorrow's going to be a who win. But I may do this later.
Go ahead.
Would Trump rather behave and win or misbehave and lose? And I was going to ask that question because of just all of the unforced errors that he makes, no matter whether they're taken out of context or not. Okay, because if you're Trump, you're going to get taken out of context. Then don't say
anyway.
Shoot through the media to get to me.
Right.
Don't say I shouldn't have left the White House.
Right.
Don't say point a gun at Liz Cheney.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
But there's this great, and this is in today's newsletter, Tim Alberta in the Atlantic piece. A real deep dive, seemingly well-sourced, talking about, this is from the Atlantic, if you have it, Randy, talking about like the internal conversations within the Trump campaign and trying to keep him under wraps.
It's astonishing.
And how he was...
The R word.
The R word.
Is what I say. And
the end of discipline. There it is.
I taught...
I haven't said that... I haven't said that word in decades.
I taught middle-aged boys at an all-boys school 100 years ago when I was first starting out, and that was a word that they thought was appropriate to use, and I said, zero chance. I hear that in my classroom. Absolutely not. You can't, and that was middle-aged boys. I mean, middle school boys. Middle school boys. Come on.
But then I say to myself, he's incapable, and that's why he's deficient. Every time I've watched him, and especially in the closing days, and I say, why would he say that? That's so alien. Why would he say that? It's so he can't help it. That's who he is.
Right.
That's who he is.
He likes it, and his followers like it. So
good. He can like it all the way to the penitentiary, because if he loses, he doesn't just lose. He loses his fortune and he loses his liberty interest. That's going to be the conversation we will have Thursday or Friday if he loses. If he loses. More headlines now from the Monday election eve edition of the newsletter. I made reference to this a few moments ago. Saturday, an all-time voting record at Smerconish.com. I don't like that. There it is. Okay. 74,591 votes were cast. And I'm not throwing Catherine under the bus. I just do want to say that I had this conversation with my CNN producer ahead of time because she encouraged me to limit the options to who wins. And I said, no, I want to push people on what kind of a victory will it be. And you can see that 38.56% said Harris will win decisively, followed by 33.33% who said the race will be too close to call. And then Harris ekes out a victory, and then Trump wins decisively, and then Trump ekes out a victory. So perhaps wishful thinking, a tremendous amount of voting on the website.
Insane voting. Like insane. I've never seen anything like that.
We've never hit that number.
No.
74,509. Wow. Are they prescient, or are they just optimistic and hopeful? Now, a big footnote to this. So I'm so proud, the highest vote total ever at Smerconish.com. And yet, a significant number of those watching me on CNN never got to see it.
Yeah, I never got to see it. I didn't see it last week either.
Right. So last week you told me, and a few others told me, hey, the end of the show, my mother told me, something happened at the end of the show.
If Flo and I are both telling you something, then you got to listen.
Like, what happened at the end of the show? I'm like, I don't know. And then I thought, TC's in Philly, Mom's in Philly.
No, she's not paying attention.
Larry Seisler's in Philly, because Larry was another one who told me. I'm like, I guess there was some kind of an affiliate fail, right? That was 2 weeks ago. So now, Saturday, I hear from more people.
Oh, it's
that
spreading.
they did not see the end of the CNN show, and I was so proud of the vote total.
So what's the story?
So I went on Facebook, and I posted on Facebook, hey, anybody have a problem? And within 10 minutes, that's just a few that came in, okay? Within 10 minutes, I was bombarded with people all over the country who said they did not see the end of the CNN show. And this is the killer for me, that instead they showed like 10 straight minutes of commercials. I can imagine what my ratings are going to be like on Saturday. Who the hell would hang in for 10 minutes of commercials at the end, right? So then I kind of left it. It so frustrated me. But I posted that, and I saw the immediate responses. Yep. Now Alice enters the picture, because I say to Alice, will you take a look at what's going on out there relative to the social media reaction? So she gives me the full report, and it's all over the country. And here's the part that really, this is what you don't know, that really upsets me. A number of the people, because it's the nature of the beast, a number of the people now speculate that I put the kibosh on showing the poll results.
Come on.
Because I don't like the poll results.
Come on.
I love the poll results.
This is ridiculous.
74,000 voted.
That is absurd.
I'm telling you. Yeah, Smerconish doesn't want us to know that most people think Kamala Harris is going to win decisively.
That's amazing.
That's what I'm putting up with.
That's amazing.
So I was sending Catherine.
Go to Fox. That's where you belong.
I was sending notes to Catherine and her superiors and the technical chain of command. The part I don't.
What is the answer?
I don't know. But what I don't like, I just have to say this nicely, what I don't like is that when I first raised it a week ago, the answer is, and I don't know, I'm not, right. I know nothing. It's like, one affiliate, no big deal. And then when I went back this week and I'm like, hey, there's a problem. Well, it's probably, hey guys, we have a problem.
Right.
We have a problem. Yeah. Look at my social media.
No, that's
all
wrong.
Over the country, people didn't see the end of the show.
That's correct. And that's what happened to me last week. Like,
Thank God I have the social media platform that I can put that out,
quick reaction,
and get a quick a quick reaction.
Wow.
And know what's so. I don't know. I don't know the answer. All I know is we had more voting than ever before on Saturday.
So thank you for that, but that's crazy.
All right, so that's one TV update.
Good, okay.
Second TV update is just funny as all get out, and that is that I was on TMZ Friday with Charles and Harvey Levin.
Who are fans, by the way. Thank you, gentlemen.
It was a really fun and funny experience.
Your line, your Vegas line, my God, I died. I died.
So we did this radio show on Friday, and then I had a CNN International hit, and we went our separate ways, and I went and ate lunch. And then I get this phone call like, Harvey Levin wants to talk to you from TMZ, and he gets on the phone. And I don't know what did I say to him? Something like, Harvey, I wasn't even in Vegas that night.
That is literally, you said the first thing you said to him.
Like, why are you calling me?
No, you didn't say that. You were like, wasn't me.
Wasn't me. I wasn't in Vegas that night. And by the way, I was just in Vegas. I'm thinking, what is this all about?
But like TMZ, I mean, obviously today they're leading with Quincy Jones dead at 91. But this the kind of thing, it's like J-Lo and Ben's divorce. It's, Frankie Muniz as a driver.
A lot of eyes, TC. A lot of eyes.
Tons of eyes.
A lot of eyes.
But not usually this political, like straightforward political bent.
I know.
And they just were, that interview was really good.
Yeah. Harvey watches, gets up early, and is obviously a guy who has political instincts.
Big time.
Randy, can we run any of this? Dan, can we do this?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. You want to watch it?
Yeah.
Yep,
just a bit. Just a bit.
Sure. at an insanely early hour. And one of the things I look forward to on Friday mornings is a dude named Michael Smerconish.
A dude.
He has a show on Saturdays on CNN, and he promotes that show Friday mornings very, very early, at least in LA.
From his other show, his Sirius XM show.
Thank you,
That's right,
Charles.
yeah. So I wanted to bring him on today really badly because, A, I'm a big fan of his. And one of the reasons I'm a big fan is if you watch any cable news, it has just all become advocacy. That everything that's presented is advocacy. And you don't feel like you're getting the whole story.
Isn't that nice?
Or even the real
I
story.
love this.
Yeah.
One of
Intro.
the other
Yeah. Do you think I get a get out of jail free card with Harvey?
No.
No.
That's not how he rolls.
That's
No,
not how he
That's
rolls.
not how he rolls. I have no. Come on. He's not gonna. He's not. There's no cards. Absolutely not.
TMZ.
It's just too good.
I got a note from the somebody in public relations at CNN.
Yep.
And it said, that was a really good TMZ
It
hit.
was.
And then it said, next time will you ask us for permission, please?
And what? Did you reply to it? Okay, let's not discuss. Just forget. We never had this conversation.
I'm
Hear
a
about that
radio
email.
guy. I'm a radio guy. I've got to promote my radio show.
Oh, that's what it's about?
Can you imagine Dave Gorab ever saying to me, but before you go on TMZ, could you please get our Scott Greenstein? Can you please get our permission?
No.
No.
It's a different animal.
Never.
It's a different
Never.
animal. You're both. Don't be ridiculous.
I loved a Steve Breen cartoon. I loved a Steve Breen cartoon that made the newsletter, I think on Saturday, of a turkey talking to a bald eagle. Come on, look at that. And the turkey says, November gives me major anxiety. And the bald eagle says, I hear ya.
Unreal.
Is that the funniest? I love that cartoon.
Yeah, it's a great one.
How great is that going to look in Smercomics? Right?
I mean, amazing.
Speaking
Speaking of which.
hey, here we are. Tomorrow is election day.
I know.
Tomorrow's election day, and hopefully we know the victor very, very soon thereafter, and then the book can stay on track. Bob Turzak at Brilliant Graphics, the printer of Smercomics 2024, updated me on Friday, I think. First with a still image. Can we do the still image first for the YouTube family? And it shows on his conference table. There it is. Thank you. It shows on his conference table. TC, those are those are the guts
Okay.
of the book.
That's
They're
the guts.
all
There it is.
printed.
Oh, are those all the, as you call them, what are they
Signatures.
called? Signatures. Okay,
They're
so
all
those
the
are like
signatures.
Packs.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Right. So the only thing missing are the last two signatures, which would be the cartoons from the last 10 days
Yep.
and the next 10 days.
Great.
And so, God willing, we know the outcome. They get printed.
Yep.
And now the book gets bound.
Yes.
And that's it.
And then
But
sent
it's
off
all done.
over the
And
country.
now, one more thing. Again, you've got to watch us on YouTube for the benefit
There's
of
a
those
lot
who
today.
are. Yeah, there's a lot. But now we're going to show some B-roll. Okay, so this is in Bob's glorious headquarters and
I'm
office.
moving into that office.
And spread out on the table are all the signatures. Come on,
so
look at
cool.
that. Right? And bringing back a lot of
some these
memories
I
just
forgot.
as you go
Yeah,
through.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Alex
Wow.
Camlin, our designer, Greg Jones, our editor, just a lot of wonderful, wonderful team members who made this. Dan, isn't that great as you look at this?
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's really incredible. And the table too. Love the table. Can we get that table?
Seriously.
Oh, you have to see. Like he has this gorgeous, gorgeous office, and then you walk through the doors and you're in the airplane hangar where it's the most sophisticated printing operation in the world. I mean, so the book is just like done and ready, except for the last piece. But you see the way this all had to come together.
We're all ready for the last piece.
Yeah.
We're all ready for the last piece.
But you
That's
see how
incredible.
it had to be done
I
like
do.
this.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's just gorgeous. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So there you go. Okay, final word. Tomorrow. The most important town, in the most important county, in the most important state in the 2024 election, wherever you are. You want to feel like you're in on the action? Come to Doylestown, Pennsylvania. Is this really going to happen
We'll
tomorrow?
We'll see you at the Bagel Barrel.
Is this going to happen tomorrow?
Of course it is.
Are you going to have a wireless mic with Tommy
I am.
so you can work the crowd?
I will.
And put people on the air?
You know I will.
Okay, because we have guests in person.
We do.
We'll have callers from across the country,
Yep.
and you'll work the audience
Yep.
and put people on
So
the
if
air.
you want to
and
come in and say something, you come on in. Be
have
civil,
a cup of coffee.
Be civil. Be kind.
Yeah,
Be thoughtful.
Please, yeah. This is come on,
And we'll see you tomorrow.
We're gonna mingle. We're gonna mingle in a
That's right.
very nice and civil way on a very important day tomorrow. So go vote on the Smerconish.com poll question today. The Des Moines Register. You think Ann Selzer knows a little something, or not? Go vote. See ya.